Take a load off and grab a seat. Pull up a chair, prop up your feet. That's fine by me. Fine by me. Yeah. It's podcast time. Yeah. Speaking of COVID, this is another fine episode of Fine by Me.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
They say that COVID, they're trying to give it another round.
I think so. As you can see, Travis T-Cat here filling in for Josh 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah,
This
2
is
weeks
new
in a row.
Josh.
He's down. He's down for the count. He's got the bird flu, I think. He probably spent too much time in the fog. If y'all know anything about the fog.
Somebody had foot and mouth last week. Was telling me somebody had foot and mouth disease.
I think
I
that's
thought that
you
died with
most
the
days.
plague. No,
Probably
it's foot in mouth.
Yeah.
No, this is foot and mouth.
Oh, foot and mouth. Okay, I
Yeah.
thought you said foot in mouth.
No,
That's definitely what Nick has sometimes.
but I could bite all of my toenails until I was like 23, probably.
What do you mean?
Like with I could I could trim my toenails with my teeth, all of them.
Oh, I think I could still do that.
You've got good leg to torso ratio that I think, and
It's
then a
weird thing to
size.
start out on.
Yeah.
But
What size
like,
of size 13s,
15.
15s?
I thought I had a big foot.
Yeah, and that length.
Marilyn Manson over here.
That's funny how we didn't even need social media to spread nationwide rumors back then.
About Marilyn
Yeah.
Manson.
About Marilyn Manson taking
Yes.
out
A
a rib.
rib.
It never made it to the National Enquirer. It was
It wasn't
all
on the news.
Yeah.
middle school locker rooms, church camps.
Dude, and like, you know, I mean, when the time came that like multiplayer game, like Halo 2 happened, like you would talk to somebody from states away and they would know that rumor. Like what?
It had to be true, right? Because everybody knew it.
Everybody did. Like I talked to some dude in Indy at 3 a.m. while playing Halo 2 and he's like, "Yeah, did you hear about Marilyn Manson?"
And it turns out he actually removed that rib so that he could eat the meat off of it. It wasn't even for fellatio services.
Oh
So-
man.
Oh, fine by me.
With enough practice and enough can-do attitude, anything's possible, right,
Yeah,
Travis?
That's true.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We've got a wait, this is so we are recording this on New Year's
the
Day.
first day
2025.
2025.
Did
And-
y'all got any New Year's resolutions that you're?
You know,
on?
that is a fine topic that I did not even think about.
I did say. Well, me and Melissa came up with some good stuff last night, and I think mine is just like focusing on spirituality, and I think I just want to be closer to God. I think this year, just work on that relationship. That's all I really care about.
Yeah, I think we're in a group, a men's group, and we got a text message saying I put in there that I wanted to do growth, right? And that's multifaceted. I would like to also grow spiritually, but also just in my mental health, my physical health. I'd like to have some growth opportunities throughout my whole life, right? So kind of bring that into close. None of that's funny, but 2025 I feel like it's going to be an up year, so we will
Is
see.
your mic on?
I think so. Hello.
It's real low, ain't it?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, see, I'm getting
Mine's fine.
okay. All
Try-
right, sorry.
Right. We're good.
All right,
Okay.
sorry everybody. We're trying some new stuff.
Sorry,
out.
I'm not sorry.
And just so you'll know, you'll see all this in the behind the scenes we're
Oh,
going to
yeah.
be putting out here, hopefully this weekend.
Yeah,
so,
new Josh brought his GoPro. And it's been
Y'all-
going for like an hour already.
Yeah, y'all have called me a lot of things since this podcast has started. New Josh might be my least favorite one. Nothing against Josh, but
Well, we used to call the goons, what was it, Tommy Knockers?
Tommy Knockers.
Yeah.
And even me, I had enough goons say that they didn't like that enough that I was like, okay, I'm fine with changing. Because even every time I said it, I was like, man, this kind of feels like a slur.
It does.
Goons ain't too far off.
Well,
No.
at least it didn't have the hard R behind it.
Yeah.
Not cuz.
Yeah, we had to start calling Tommy Knockers.
Not cuz.
So my big surprise last week, we drove to Denver and visited Melissa's brother Jacob.
Yeah. Oh,
17
J-Wall.
Yeah, 17-hour drive. I did the whole thing.
I know. I looked it up. I thought you were insane.
That is insane.
She drove 4 hours yesterday, but I drove 12. We got home at 4 a.m.
So you drove all the way there and 90% of the way back.
Yeah. Because I'm a man.
All in one lick, or did y'all stop and stay at night?
On the
somewhere?
way there, we stopped in Colby, Kansas, and slept. We stopped at Lawrence, Kansas, which is where the characters from the show Supernatural are from. Lawrence, Kansas. So we stopped there and ate at a little bar on the way to Colorado and slept in Colby, Kansas for like 4 hours and arrived at 8 a.m. on Saturday. It was a great time. I showed Jacob the Bass Pro story, and he said he does stand up, open mics and stuff in Denver, and he was like, dude, the way that guy fucking tells that story, he said it makes the back of my head hurt, and that doesn't happen often. He said I was laughing so hard the back of my head hurt.
We'll have to send him the song we made.
Yeah,
The
we
AI
do
did.
need to show him more content. Yep. For
What?
sure.
Wait. Hold on.
So now we have 3 Wallens.
So did you
listening.
go? You did the back all in one spat?
Yeah.
Okay,
We
okay.
just stopped for gas last night.
I was gonna say the longest I've done in one trip was 13 and a half hours or something.
The longest I've done was from Orlando to here. A couple years ago, we went to Universal Studios with the family, and we were going to stay the night in the hotel and leave that next morning. My kids were wiped. My wife was ready to go. We were just like, let's get in the truck. It was 7 o'clock at night in Orlando, and I just drove. I took a 2-hour nap. We got in the truck, and we went through the Chick-fil-A drive-thru, and we hauled all the way home.
Hell yeah.
Lord's chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They slept.
That's
I
what got
drove
you
through
through
the
it.
night. By the time I got to Nashville, I was like,
Yeah.
we're almost home.
45 minutes.
So
I listen to every
I didn't-
podcast available.
I didn't do the whole thing myself. On the way we went from me and a buddy and his girlfriend went to Rhode Island, not Rhode Island, Mesquamaket, Connecticut, Mesquamaket, Rhode Island. I don't know. It's a beach up there. There's a beach house we used to go to, but I think it was like 13 and a half, 14 hours away, and we did basically half and half on the way there, and then I was so hungover on the way back. I was like, my guy.
Yeah, we did half and half on the way down there, and on the way back, I drove the whole thing. But I was super pumped about driving because I knew they would be asleep, and I could just zone out and go.
Dude, on the way back, this was the first time I've been to like a northern beach, and I swear to this day the sun up there is something different than what it is. Because I've never been sunburnt before.
Flat Earth.
Maybe.
It's flatter up there.
Different light source up there.
Maybe. I don't know. I've never been sunburnt. Like, I usually just turn brown, and it's good to go. But while I was up there that last day, we spent so much time on the beach, and I was wearing like a backwards hat. I was like 6-7 years younger back then, so give me a break. But I had
Right.
I was burnt right here. Like, I had
That's
the
funny.
mark from my backwards
Yeah,
hat
from your
on my
snapback.
forehead,
Yeah.
and it was peeling, bright red. And, like, the rest of my body, like, shoulders and everything looked the same. And my buddy was like, yeah, I didn't figure you were driving today. It's like, you look like shit right now.
For my bachelor party, me and a bunch of guys went to Talladega for a NASCAR race.
Hell yeah, Dega.
Stayed all weekend. We went to the Sunday race, and one of the guys, we borrowed his mom and dad's truck and their camper, brand new truck. They had it a week, right? So he was kind of didn't want nobody driving it. Understandable.
Yeah.
But during the race, knowing we're leaving immediately after the race, we already got the camper hooked up, ready to go. He drinks 12 beers during a 3-hour race. Okay, just hammers them.
Dang.
And we're walking across. It's a mile from where we're parked to the racetrack. We walk. He gets to the truck and just starts yakking all over the camper.
What a pussy.
So I'm like, dude, you can't drive. And he's like, oh, I can't. what are we going to do? I was like, you're going to give me the keys. We're going home.
Yeah, we're driving back. I don't know what you're doing.
You're riding, son. So,
But to beat you up and take them keys from
but
you.
for a bachelor party, it was a good time. We stayed there all weekend, had a great time. So.
We went to a arcade bar, the most, like, quantity, the most antique arcade games I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, yeah.
Altogether. I mean, there had to have been $1 million worth of arcade games in this place.
I think there's something like that in Nashville.
We got a few down there. I don't know. I don't know what he saw.
Well,
but
actually, in Nashville,
he called me while he was there. To be
in
honest.
Nashville, the games are free.
Yeah.
Like, you pay like $20
Yeah.
to walk in. You pay for your drinks, of course, but the games, all the games are free from what I hear in Nashville.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd
Now,
be
most
cool.
of these were like 25 cents. Melissa broke the skee ball high score.
Nice.
Hell
Skee
yeah.
ball
Brother-
champion.
Her brother was like, "There's a lot of people that come here, and you broke it like, you know." I mean, there's
I do love
people
me
that
some
come
skee
there all
balls.
the
Well,
time.
I don't
she
know
hit
why.
3 10,000s up in the
Nice.
corner.
Damn.
Yeah,
Damn.
Nice.
yeah, confident. You talking about? I mean,
Did they
she's
put her
not
name
tough.
up or anything?
No, she's not tough to hang out with. I love her. She's very humble. But you talking about a badass woman that then beats the high score on skee ball?
Yeah.
Confidence through the roof.
10-hour ride home. All
Yeah.
she's
Dick
talking about is
hard.
Yeah.
10-hour ride
She's
home.
flexing
She's just
on
like
me. She's
skee
flexing
ball champion.
She's chest bumping me as we brush shoulders in the hallway.
That's fucking great. Yeah, no, I've been to No Quarter and Up Down, and there's another one. I feel like that has like a fox as a logo that I've been to in Nashville. And I mean, like they're all real cool.
Yeah.
I like them down there.
We hiked a little bit along the river that feeds the Coors Light brewery.
Brewery, yeah.
Yeah, and then got to drive by that. That place was massive.
You went to a Nuggets
Yeah.
game I seen on
Yeah, I went to a
Snapchat? That
Nuggets
looked real
game.
cool.
Yeah,
I didn't even see that.
he had a buddy that was trying to get rid of. He has season tickets, and he was trying to get rid of them.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so we got to go for free.
Basketball's pretty cool to go see
NBA,
live.
NBA games are fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fine.
I've
We-
only been to one.
We
but
did like 3 quarters.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, let's go.
Yeah. I went to a Grizzlies
Yeah.
game by myself one time, and I was like, I don't know anything about basketball, but I was like, I had a pretty good time by myself.
Yeah.
The people around me were all hype, and I was
Yeah.
obviously me. I was
We're
just
gonna-
making friends and like being like, hell yeah, John Morant, pull out that gun.
We're actually going to a Grizzlies game in a couple weeks with my church.
I saw, is it Russell Westbrook?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw him do some pretty cool shit with the basketball.
Who did they play?
Sounds like the Clippers. Is that who Russell Westbrook plays for
I
now?
have no idea. That's why I said I don't know
Westbrook
anything
might
about.
play for the Nuggets with Jokic.
He may be. I don't know.
Yeah. But I
I
love
don't
it.
watch
Do
it
you
enough.
not know the other team that played?
No.
Okay.
I have no idea. I can go through my Snapchat and tell you.
I don't have Snapchat downloaded.
I'm expecting an email, though. I did enter a raffle for a free Toyota Tundra. I'm expecting an email from Toyota.
Well,
anytime
actually,
now.
one just pulled in the driveway.
All the way
That
from
came in
fucking
by
Denver.
helicopter, actually.
All the way from fucking Denver. Oh, that would be sweet if a helicopter dropped one over in the
that
side
would be
yard.
cool.
Yeah.
Melissa and her crew did like 4 laps around the house the other day.
Ooh.
Me and her
that's
best
cool.
friend Kristen and JC and everybody was here.
Hell yeah.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
they did a flyby. Kristen was on Bourbon Street last night during the truck attack.
Something happened on Bourbon Street?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and-
No, it's
Yeah.
all over the place.
yeah.
Dude, I talked to somebody earlier. Well, I don't want to get into this too much, but there's like this fog thing going
Yeah.
on around everywhere. And he didn't know the fog thing happened. I was like, surely you know about the New Orleans thing that happened today, right? And he was like, what happened in New Orleans? I was like, where do you live? How do you
Like-
not know?
Like I've been watching it pretty much all day. Apparently, this dude took an electric Ford truck, which cracks me up,
Yeah.
and drove it down the middle of Bourbon Street during New Year's Eve, gun out the window, shooting people as he was running people over
Damn.
Yeah.
with
ISIS
an ISIS flag hanging off the back. Like we live in a pretty rural county. You can go down the road here. You're probably going to see an American flag or a rebel flag hanging off somebody's truck. This guy had an ISIS flag
Yeah.
in the back.
Hitch mounted, like a hitch mounted
Rebel
flagpole.
flags are becoming rare to see.
Yes, for
now,
sure.
now
For sure.
Rebel flag license plate.
That's my behind
Okay.
the scenes over there.
Oh, okay. I heard
Rebel
some
flag
beeps.
license plate, and I mean, maybe out of every 5,000 vehicles you see, you
So-
might see a rebel flag license plate.
Based on what I know, he killed 10 people, and
Yeah.
then when he hit like a not a forklift, a high, like
Yeah, it was one of those. It's like a bucket.
it's like a
truck.
bucket truck without the truck.
Right.
What do you
Yeah.
call that?
It's a man lift, is what it is.
Cherry
yeah,
picker.
man lift. That's
Cherry
it.
picker, man lift.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah,
So-
yeah. So he hit one of those, got out, and continued to shoot, and then the cops on the scene dropped him pretty quick, from
So
what
I
I
was with-
gather.
I was with a company. It's been probably 5 or 6 years ago, and we had our meeting in New Orleans. And where they stopped that truck, we stayed in the hotel right there on that corner. So like I was looking, I was like, oh, they're showing these pictures. I'm like, the hotel stadiums are right here off the schedule.
Yeah.
They talked about these pylons that come up. And the first thing when I heard it, I was like, how do you get down Bourbon Street? Every block they have 4 steel beams at 9 o'clock that just rise up out of the thing. But apparently they've had problems with them, and they're working on them before the Super Bowl, and they weren't going up.
So I don't know about the pylon thing. I know that at the beginning of Bourbon Street, there's a hydraulic thing that goes
Yes,
up.
that too.
And I know those were under construction and maybe being replaced with the pylons
Yeah.
that go up. And the construction just wasn't done yet. So there's actually a video that I saw earlier, and you watch him drive down the street that connects to Bourbon, and there's a cop where that pylon system
Yeah.
should be, and all he does is just goes around him
Yeah.
and just starts speeding. And like you just see people just start flying like
Yeah.
after that. So there's 10 dead. I don't know how many are injured. It's
Yeah.
probably a great deal.
I think they said 30 on the news before I left here. 30 were injured. But yeah, when I was down there, they had these like on hydraulics. They were probably 4 inches around, steel poles that just come up out of the
Yeah.
asphalt at 9 o'clock and go back down at like 6 in the morning. And you're not supposed to be able to drive. I don't know if that would have stopped him anyway, because like you said,
You get
he
the
drove around
sidewalk
on the
and whatnot,
sidewalk.
yeah.
So, but what else more can you do? I don't think
That
you
is
can really.
true. I don't know. That is true. I didn't even think about just the sidewalk being open because I think I'm not 100% on this, but I'm pretty sure 6th Street in Austin, Texas, has the pylons
Yeah.
that come up.
Well, I bet that project is on high priority today.
Well, I watched.
Yeah,
the,
because they postponed the Peach Bowl
yeah.
or
Till
not
tomorrow.
Sugar Bowl.
Sugar Bowl
sorry,
till
Sugar
tomorrow.
Bowl. Sorry, until tomorrow.
So I was watching the press conference with the governor. He said that they haven't been working because of Mardi Gras beads, which I thought was wild. Apparently, the
Trapped
Mardi
in the
Gras
system.
beads had gotten down in there and jammed them up.
Dang.
Golly.
I don't know. So they've been working on, in budgetary reasons, they haven't fixed them.
Yeah.
But they were, since the Super Bowl's coming in a couple of weeks, they put it in the Super Bowl budget to fix them, and they've been working on to actually get them fixed.
So yeah, it's kind of a thing. I don't know if the little. I didn't really even think about that, but I don't know if the beams or the little would have helped at all in that situation. Like there was a whole cop car in the way, and he just went around it pretty much and hit everybody else on the sidewalk. Who knows, man?
I'm just worried if it was really terrorist related, that it wasn't a sleight of hand. We're over here dealing with this while they are over there doing something, because literally the Super Bowl's in a
well,
month.
that's what you call psyop.
Yeah.
But so so you've got all this other stuff going on, like the fog that's everywhere that I kind of talked about earlier a little bit. If you don't know about that, I don't know if anybody knows what the hell that is. There's just fog with like this weird particulate stuff in it in a lot of places, and it's
Project
surrounding. Hey, there's actually another project called like I think it's like not Starscream, but like Star Slay or something. I don't know, but
Project
it's a project that happened in the 50s, and it was off the coast of California, and they wanted to see what dropping like a bioweapon would do on a major U.S. city, but they did it out in the ocean back then just to test it.
Just wonder if they could,
Might have been the 60s.
send out a flu-like virus in a fog that might be
Well, I think
a
it
real
was,
problem these days right now.
I know everybody I know has been sick the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I was gonna say even our buddy Josh has been down and out the last little bit, but we've got
Get better, buddy.
But I think it was just like last year or the year before that Klaus Schwab and the World Health Organization, and yeah, he was saying that there's like a pandemic coming that's going to kill like 6 billion people, and he warned everybody of the bird flu that's incoming. So we've got another bird flu coming.
That's fine.
Nice. What kind of bird do you think it is? Cardinal flu?
No, it's probably just this fog shit that's going to
swallow
spread. I don't think it's going to be
Blue-footed
bird at all. It's
booby.
going to be this fog stuff that they're putting everywhere. People are going to survive, and then some people are going to carry it on and kill other people. I think it's just something that they're putting out in my. Okay, so this is just me being fucking wild right now. This is me. This
Get
is
your
me
tinfoil hat at.
This is me making a conspiracy off the top of my head right
Nice.
now because I had not thought of this at all until right now. But you know how viruses, they evolve as they are passed along.
Mhm.
So they got this fog stuff going out with all these particulates. There's something in it, surely. Like that's not whatever's out there is man-made. It doesn't look like fog. It's definitely not fog. But it's out there, and then 6 months from now, whatever's in that fucking fog evolves into something that actually kills people.
They're probably going to name it after you because you come up with this now.
Yeah, Willoughby.
The West 19.
Yeah, probably. But
The
I
president
mean,
gets on. He's like, Wes Willoughby talked about this on a podcast.
It'll be some kind of boils, and they'll call them the Willoughby boils. Willow boils.
He mentioned it.
Willow
Calling it
boils.
The West virus.
my CIA,
That's fair.
my CIA operative advised me to say that theory right now. So
Your IPAC guy? Who's the
iPad guy,
Israeli?
his name's Joel Silverstein.
Joel Silverstein? He's got family in Hollywood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's related to the Goldbergs.
Yeah.
Nice.
How do you think his T
Got
levels?
Different last names. That's weird.
How do
Yeah.
you think his T levels are?
Probably pretty low.
Well, let me introduce you.
He's a little fella.
Let me introduce you
Oh God.
to our newest advertiser. Yeah, you're Larry. Okay. Staminax. Stamina Max. Sorry, fine folks. Sorry, fine folks over at Stamina Max. I didn't mean to call you Stanamax. That's kind of like a Cinemax type.
Skinamax.
That's probably where my brain went. Anyway, it's a performance cream for when your tool needs a little more power on the toolbox. Are you tired of disappointing yourself and your partner? Do you sometimes wish you could rewrite last night's brief encounter? Well, worry no more. With Stamina Max, our groundbreaking male performance cream, you'll go from uh-oh to oh yeah. But don't just take our word for it. Listen to these satisfied and slightly embarrassed customers. That's you.
Oh shit. Hello, Larry here, 38. So I was skeptical at first. I mean, who puts cream there, right? But my buddy swore by it, so I gave it a shot. I didn't read the instruction and put on way too much. Let's just say the neighbors thought I'd started a construction project because of all the banging noises coming from my apartment. My wife is thrilled, but now I have to reinforce my bed frame. Thanks, Stamina Max, I think.
Greg, 45. Okay, full disclosure. I forgot to wash my hands after applying Stamina Max. Later, I absentmindedly scratched my nose. Next thing I know, my face feels like I just headbutted a campfire. That said, the cream worked exactly where it was supposed to. My girlfriend hasn't stopped smiling in 2 days. Just follow the directions. Trust me on this one.
Why Stamina Max? It's easy to apply. Just remember to wash your hands. Works in minutes. Faster than you can say, well, let's try again. Backed by science. Approved by satisfied partners everywhere. Warning. Side effects may include excessive high fives from your partner, mild overconfidence, and the sudden need to replace furniture. Stamina Max, because sometimes second chancers are way better than the first time. So thank you, Stamina Max, for
Thanks.
keeping the lights on around here.
Thanks.
All testimonies were unpaid, but the actors were.
Yep.
I didn't get paid nothing.
Wes, how's any new breaks in your love life or?
Oh, I actually did just start talking to a guy
Oh,
like 5 or 6 days ago.
Right, that's what I'm talking about. I
Nice.
know these things. I feel this man.
Nice.
Yeah, I feel his
Wait,
loins.
did I tell you that?
No.
Okay.
I'm just genuinely interested.
I think you need to really find out, since it's a new relationship, whether she likes you for you or your podcast fame.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
Well-
we're getting to the point. Hey, we got 10,000 views in 2025
That's
Yeah.
amazing,
Yeah.
guys.
on YouTube.
It's amazing.
Thank you for all your help,
Yeah, I
Travis.
appreciate it, guys.
Yeah.
I do appreciate it. I can't. I mean, like it. I made a post that actually posted like while we're recording right now, like thanking all of you guys
welcome.
for being so supportive and everything. And we've met some cool people. I mean, Tutley's one of them that I've met since starting to do this. So it's been really fun. But yeah, 10,000 doesn't seem like a lot to a lot of people, I think. But for a long form like video on YouTube, that's hard to get for three dudes that don't
In
have
Kentucky.
a following
Yeah,
at all.
for any
Really,
reason.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like we're just three normal dudes.
This is really just mental therapy for everybody involved, I think.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
just something to do.
yeah.
Sure.
I know I came along, I came along midway through the process, and I'm not on camera every week with you guys, but I try to help out when I can, just because I like doing it and I like you guys. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, if y'all don't know, I think I've probably mentioned it a few times in post, but Tut does a whole lot of our graphics and like our reels and stuff like that, and we definitely appreciate that a lot. And I love having him on too. So it's been a fun process, kind of making like a little family situation out of it, you know.
I think Josh texted the group at like 9 o'clock last night, and he was like, "We've got 9,980 views. Good
Yeah.
job, guys."
And I was like, I can't stand for that. We've got
No, we've got 3 more hours,
let me make a short to put on YouTube
Yeah.
for you guys real quick.
and we got 100 more views in 2 hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say we got more than 100 more views, I think.
Well,
But yeah,
when-
it was
well-
good. Yeah.
At midnight or whatever, whenever it was at like 10,080. So we just creeped on over.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's been 1 year, one full year. I know y'all started midway through the 2023 season.
Yeah, and I was. It's been a full year, y'all, on YouTube,
Yeah.
and not even that. I think we probably started YouTube really February or so last year. I think so.
So
yeah, it
It was
took a
more
little bit.
11 months or so, and our first 4 months were pure audio. Like we don't have any video from the first 4 months.
let's shoot a goal, 15 grand by the end of 2025.
No, I'm gonna make it much higher than that. I want to do 2025 at 50K.
50,000.
I want to do 50K.
So share this stuff with your friends. We want to get these guys up to 50K, maybe.
50K, baby. 50K. I think that's
think
very doable.
I do too.
I think
Yeah, because one listener gets 2 buddies involved. and
Yeah.
that's it. You know.
Yeah. It's obviously a real grassroots thing. We
Yeah.
don't really. We have some pretty great sponsors over at
We
Smith
do.
and Smith,
Yeah.
and was
Pharmaceutical.
Stamina Max.
Snoozes.
But for the most part,
United Trinity Health Hospital.
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
Patreon subscriptions, we're basically paying for like the things that we have to pay for so we're like breaking even.
Yeah, it's not a money-making venture by no means.
Yeah, yeah, we're
Oh,
breaking.
quite the opposite. Yeah. Did y'all think that?
I'm just saying we're not losing
anybody-
money.
Hopefully somebody here wins the lottery, and y'all can build a real studio.
Hey, we're not making millions yet, but I don't think anybody starts off making millions.
Hey, I've got a copyright in the process right now.
For what?
It's a shelving prototype. Can't tell you too much about it right now.
Okay, I
Yeah.
know about
So
this.
it's-
That's
none of
it.
it.
Nick's gone.
None of it now. This is the only place I want to be. After driving for 36 hours and out of town for a few days, this is the only place I want to be.
Yeah. No, it's been good. It's been a fun ride.
Yeah.
I know we've probably mentioned it several times on the podcast what a big time we have, but it's true. Missing Josh this week. Loved having T-Cat with us.
I will tell y'all the first time Nick went out of town, I can't even remember what for, he was like, they're going to have to do it by themselves. And I was like, well, tell Wes and Josh I'll come in and fill in for you. and then he added me to a group text with all three of y'all, and that's probably been the highlight of my year, man. I just to be honest with you, I moved down here a couple years ago. I didn't know anybody from Franklin. I'd only been here. I met Nick through my wife, and hanging out and talking to you guys on a daily basis has been one of the best things for me because I feel like I actually have friends down here that I can talk to and hang out with. So,
Yeah.
Our group chat is named "Looking for Nick's Dad,"
well,
and then I told all them the other day with hanging out with her brother and stuff. I was like, when I went to Costa Rica, it was looking for Nick and his dad.
yes.
So there's a lot of fun, creative.
Yeah, we bounce
Stuff
we,
that
we
comes
bounce
through
stuff
there,
off
yeah.
of each other. I don't know that we have any very serious conversations in there,
No.
but
I was just glad.
Some really crappy financial advice.
yeah.
I was just glad the other night when Josh and Wes were arguing in the chat. I was just glad it wasn't me. Like we were at the bar arcade, and I kind of read through some of that stuff, and I was laughing, and Melissa was like, "What's going on?" I said, "I'm just glad it's not me."
I wasn't even.
I think that was the one without me.
Yeah, I was gonna
so-
say. I think that's just the R3 chat.
Yeah.
that was
which is fine.
Yeah.
I was just digging at Josh for like a whole hour, pretty much, and then yeah.
And then Wes is like, "Hey, what's wrong with Josh?" I was like, "Well, you've been mean to him for the last 2 hours."
That's funny.
Yeah, and he can't
Yeah.
handle that stuff.
We've been trying to do. Me and Josh obviously have another podcast that's attached on the Patreon called Real Fine by Me, where we review movies. We've been trying to do our next one since Friday of last week,
Yeah.
and one thing or another, we still haven't got it in the books. So hopefully that goes down tomorrow.
So we're
We'll
about to
see.
do a movie review on a movie that I've never watched.
Right now.
I mean, right now.
Let me
And
get
this is Real Fine by
Let me
Me.
get the wheel out, and we'll see what we're going to watch. So,
No,
can
no,
watch
I,
us
I
watch the
love
movie.
Josh to death. And it's
well, I mean, he's got autoimmune disease, and there's
Yeah.
a lot of sickness going around. So I kind of
Erectile
so.
dysfunction. And
I love messing with Josh so much, though. I love messing with all three of y'all, to be
But
honest.
Melissa laughs and laughs and laughs at me when I'm trying to piss Josh off. She's like, how she'll look at me. She said, "He loves pissing that man off." And she'll just laugh.
I love your Melissa voice. It's very old Southern white lady.
Southern Belle.
Southern
Yeah.
Belle was what I was
He
going to
loves
say.
pissing that man off. Yes, he does. Bless his heart.
All right. For 20, Wes is dying now. I would like to know, y'all had some pretty good guests this year. Besides me, obviously, I'm number one. Is there any potential, like people, and I'm not saying you want Theo Vaughn, but like somebody that you'd like to have on the podcast in 2025 that y'all know? Or
My buddy, he's a pilot at the Life Evac base named Adam Mullendor. Veteran, like, Iraqi war and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and flies the helicopter for the Life Evac. And he's also a guitarist in, like, a rock band. Just a cool, big, handsome dude
Yeah.
with just these massive hands. And just an asshole, dickhead, smartass. And he's one of my wife's best friends. And I think he would just be a lot of fun.
I think you need it, and you know this guy. I think you should get Shannon Keene on here. I think he would be hilarious and a good time to talk to. He's a war veteran and
He
stuff.
looks-
You don't
he-
know him. He lives here in town.
He's Cuban, but he looks a lot like Maui off
Yes,
of
he does. He's a very funny
Moana. The
I haven't seen
cartoon
it.
Moana.
I haven't seen it.
You know the fucking
The big guy?
cartoon character that The Rock played.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the big fella. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Well, that's what this guy Shannon Keene looks like.
Oh, okay.
He's
But he's
such a good. He's a great dude. Very
yeah.
funny.
And he is funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll be in the men's group.
I would love to see y'all get some musicians that are around doing stuff. Maybe come in and talk about their stuff. That would be kind of cool.
You gonna get Marty Brown?
Yeah, I could probably get some people in Nashville. I got people that play downtown all the time that I vaguely know, like, but I could probably get them on to talk. But I have a guy that's high up in the company that I work for. Well, higher up than me. He's not like a CEO or anything. But his name's Arlo, and he's actually been doing podcasts for like the last 2 or 3 years. He got on. He had one with a group of dudes. Sorry, Arlo, I never really watched it, so I don't know what it's about.
Yeah, some cross pollination with other podcasts would be good.
But he that first one he did got really big. Like he got into like the product, like they had a studio and everything.
Nice.
Okay.
And then he got to the point where he realized he was doing everything, and he left. But now he does another one that's also growing pretty well. I think he just
cross pollination would be great.
He just started doing it earlier this year.
He can come down here and tell y'all what y'all are doing wrong.
What's our
No, I mean like real talk. When we first started doing video, he's who I reached out to ask like how to do it, and he's the one who told me because I was ready to throw a credit card down and put money on a camera, and he was like, "Don't do that."
Yeah, I mean,
He was like, "You don't need just use your phone."
yeah, it's got a great camera.
Yeah,
on it,
he was
so.
like, "There's no reason." He was like, he had 3 Sony, some model number, and he was like, "Man, I use those for
69.
all 3 different angles for ours for a little bit, and they would overheat 20 minutes in every time." And he was like, "I paid $1,500 a piece for these cameras." He was like, "There's no reason your phone will never overheat."
Well, we can find out that GoPro's battery doesn't last but about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
'Cause it went out. So.
All right. So the behind the scenes has stopped now.
We'll get it picked back up here shortly.
I mean, these are the scenes.
Yeah, we don't need this part.
You know,
Yeah.
the only thing that's behind the scenes right now is what's on the other side of that camera.
Yeah,
That's
which is
behind
not
the
much.
scenes.
Yeah.
That's literally behind.
He's got more on the shelves, I'll say, this week.
Well, open some boxes and
He's got the pocket tees up there.
yeah. That's not permanently where everything's going. You know.
There's the SS Tucker. I think that's Nick's
Did
son.
you see this from corporate?
Oh man, you're kidding.
What time is it, boys?
You're kidding me.
Wait, I mean, like, how long have we been going?
No,
about 45.
I just got
I'm used
another.
to Josh like showing me a phone and being like, "We're at 55. Shut
I
up."
don't care if
Wes."
this is 2 hours long.
Yeah, I got another
Josh
email.
is not here.
I gotta go get a drink.
I got another email from corporate.
Okay.
It's
Here you
not
go so
good.
you can see it.
Oh,
Attention.
something else.
Attention. Have you suffered a Stamina Max disaster? Cue dramatic music in a lawyer's concerned voice. Did Stamina Max promise to enhance your performance, but leave you with more embarrassment than confidence? If you or a loved one have experienced unexpected consequences from this so-called miracle cream, call Smith & Smith Law Firm today. We're fighting for justice and your dignity. Hear from our clients who have bravely stepped forward to share their cautionary tales.
Hey, Larry here again. So, yeah, after the bed frame incident, I thought I was in the clear. A few days later, I realized I must have spilled some of the cream on my dog. He started humping the couch like he was auditioning for a National Geographic special. Now my neighbors won't make eye contact with me, and my wife says she's moving out if I ever order anything online again. Thanks for nothing, Stamina Max.
Greg here, still recovering. I thought my first mishap was bad, but it turns out the warming sensation doesn't exactly fade when you forget to wash it off. I went to the gym, and during squats, the heated kicked back in. Let's just say there were witnesses, and now I'm banned from the local fitness center. My girlfriend dumped me because she can't handle the drama, and I'm living with my mom. I need help.
Smith & Smith Law Firm is here to help. Have you been humiliated, banned from public spaces, or scarred for life by this product? Did Stamina Max cause your personal, social, or emotional damage? We're building a class action lawsuit to hold them accountable. Call us at 1-800-BAD-CREAM today for a free consultation. Smith & Smith Law Firm. We fight for justice, even if your embarrassment was self-applied. Disclaimer, results may vary. We are not responsible for dogs, gym bans, or strained marriages, but we will fight for you.
Thanks, Smith.
Thank you, Smith & Smith.
Thanks, Smith & Smith.
When is that lawyer guy that you know? We should have him on a real episode, actually. He came in on a live. What's that fella's name?
Samuel.
Jay Crocker,
Yeah, old Crocker.
Esquire.
We
Yeah.
should have him on a real ep.
He's
That's-
part of the Crocker and Crocker firm. They have twice as much Crocker as the other guys.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be sending y'all an invoice
To a
for
benefit.
that. All
Great guy. I tried to run him over with my truck on time on the square the other day. Not necessarily. I didn't really
And
try to.
this has been fine by me.
I didn't, hold on. I didn't really try to run him over. I acted like I was because we're friends. We can't end it there.
yeah, we're good. I would like to have him on though. For
Yeah,
real.
He's a great guy.
interesting.
Great
One of
guy.
my best
He
friends.
would. But
since
that, I was gonna say we had him
kindergarten.
on. I don't know. I think it was after the Biden-Trump debate that he came
Yeah,
on
he was.
our live.
He was on the live with us.
And we had pretty good convo with him.
Yeah.
It wasn't even political, really. We were
No.
just kind of fucking bullshitting, and
Yeah.
we had a good time.
He's no
good
goofy
dude.
weirdo, just like the rest of us.
I'll say all four of us were
Smartest man I've ever known.
there. Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, I mean,
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with
he's
you.
from Franklin, and he passed the bar, so I
So,
don't
yeah.
doubt that he's probably the smartest guy
Well,
you know.
I would hire him.
Yeah. For sure.
It may have.
We have.
Yeah, he has been my lawyer. So.
we were going to use his office as a skit but it never happened.
That's probably a
Smith
good thing
and
for
Smith?
him.
I think it was a Smith and Smith thing.
We could do
That was in June. I remember the June saga of us wanting to do a skit, and that never happened.
Well, this is the time of year for me to do one. For
yeah,
sure.
you'll
Yeah.
be slow. Yeah.
Yeah. So we need to get back on that. Maybe Josh's
Well, say we've got, like-
tuberculosis will clear up, and
I was like, we've got like 4 skits written now. I feel like.
Josh gets that polio.
yeah, Ebola.
Yeah, he gets out of that iron lung.
Condoleezza
maybe.
It
Rice.
is the West 19.
Yep.
Wes talked about it. That's my Trump impersonation.
He tried.
Yeah. We appreciate
Yo,
the confidence.
it's not good. I'm not an impersonator.
And that's what I want for 2025 is I'm going to stop blowing smoke up people's asses. Okay, I'm going to start shooting it straight.
For 2025, I want Wes to give us his New Year's resolution because he never did at the beginning.
Oh God. Oh man. Hopefully find a good lady.
There you go.
Sounds like you're already
gonna
down that
have to-
road, buddy.
But you got to be, if you want a good lady, you got to be a good man.
That's true.
Yeah.
Am I not a good guy? I drink a little too much. I'll give you all that.
I mean, do you have like a random bag full of empty Fireball bottles?
I got a car full, I think.
Multiple vessels.
What's that over there?
Multiple vessels.
That brown bag there?
Oh, that's where I left that.
Yeah.
Open it up. Let's see what you got.
Yeah, open that bag.
Open that bag up.
Let's see what's in there.
No one knew who it was until they opened it. Whose it was until they opened it.
There's some, for people listening, there's some gauze and some fireball shots in
There's
here.
more than some Fireball shots
Yeah,
in there.
There's got to be 14.
There's at least
There's my charger. I've been looking for that.
We had those boys from Georgia come stay with us, and Melissa thought that they left their bag, and she was like, "This is gonna be my new work bag." And then she shook it and opened it up, and was like, she thought that I relapsed. And I was like, "No, this is Wes." Yeah, like no, this is Wes's shit. Not today.
funny.
Not
That's
today.
funny.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I was wondering where that was. I was leaving my parents' house to come here.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
It's like, I got to load that bag down, and they
Yeah.
couldn't find it.
That's what I did for my New Year's. I've spent it with my mom and dad because I love them very much. And I was leaving the house, and I was like, where is my charger at? I know I would have brought it here. It's been here for 3 weeks, probably.
Hey, I tell you what, something fun we did at midnight last night. We were driving through. I just knew something was going to happen. It was like 11:15, and we passed the St. Louis Arch. And I was like, should we kiss under the St. Louis Arch? I was like, well, we've got 45 minutes. And I was like, I know the way my life works and the way me and Melissa's relationship works. I was like, if I just drive, something perfect will happen at midnight.
Hell yeah.
And for sure, we saw a sign for Nashville, Illinois. And it was 11:50.
Mm-hmm.
And we pulled off, and and I made 2 right turns, and I ended up at the Slip-In Saloon. So we slipped on in there,
Nice.
and we got a glass of champagne and some little fruity cocktail New Year's shot
Hell yeah.
with 30 seconds left on the ball drop.
Nice.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
like that.
Wait, did y'all go there alone?
We were driving. We were on the way back from Denver.
No, I know, but like, did her daughter go? Or anything?
No,
Oh,
no.
I thought her
we
daughter.
just went up there and met her brother and his
Wait,
beautiful
Kristen was
girlfriend
there?
Bree.
Where's
Huh?
did Kristen,
Kristen
flew
was in New Orleans
Yeah,
on
remember?
Bourbon Street when that truck ran through it last night.
Oh, I thought she was with y'all at some point.
No.
Oh,
She was here during like Christmas and stuff a week ago.
y'all know how my memory
I
is.
went. I went
non-existent.
I went to bed at 9:30.
There
I
you
was
go.
up at 5 this morning, so that's how my New Year's went.
So it was. I thought, like I said again, love my parents, but like I never expected them to stay up as late as they did. But they got to 11:30, and that's whenever they went to go lay down. I was like, "You got 30 minutes."
Yeah, why not? If it got 11, I might as well stay up.
Yeah. But they did. They just got up like, "Well, we're going to bed." I was like, "You got 30."
Well, my wife had to work this morning, and she worked yesterday, and she was like, "I am exhausted." And I was like, "Well, I'll be honest with you. New Year's is the biggest letdown party every year. It's like this big build up, and then nothing happens. So I'm just going to bed. I'm
Except for
too
10
old
people
for
dying in
this
New
shit.
Orleans, but yeah.
Yeah.
But well,
And speaking of reasons to celebrate, you know,
terrorism?
yeah, I felt like that's where you were going.
No. All we did, we literally watched like 5 episodes of Designated Survivor, and then they went to sleep, and I was like, all right, well, I turned it on the Nashville music note drop or whatever. It was Luke Combs and Jelly Roll, and Post Malone was in Nashville, which I thought was wild.
He loves being a country.
That's because he's a country guy.
He said
Well,
that country
he's so
music.
big now.
He
I know
said-
Jelly Roll's big,
well-
but he's from Nashville, so that kind of
Post Malone said
Antioch, whatever.
that writing and performing country music has done more for his mental health than anything that he's ever done.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he probably put out the best country album of 2024.
Yeah.
Post Malone did.
He
Definitely
said it
wasn't
changed his
Beyonce.
life. Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
Y'all think she's evil?
For sure.
Y'all think
What?
she's evil?
Yes.
Covered
mean,
in the devil's shroud?
Yeah,
Yeah,
her
she's
and her
very
husband
evil.
too.
Yeah. And
Both of
Chrissy
'em.
Teigen, I think she's evil too.
I mean, Jay-Z's been throwing up the sign of the Illuminati his whole career
Yeah.
and calling it his yeah.
Yeah, that's it. There you go. Travis is in. There'll be somebody knocking on your door when you get home.
Good. Maybe they can hook me
DDP,
up. I'll
baby.
be famous.
A diamond cutter.
Diamond Dallas Page.
Yeah. You know, he does
That's
like
DX,
Pilates
buddy.
I
or
know
something
it,
now.
but That's what I wanted to do. He's a yoga man.
Yoga man. Pilates, yoga.
DDP
Said
yoga.
it saved his life.
Yeah. And he does it for all the like Kane and Undertaker and all of them say that they do his classes too, and they're like, man, this is the best thing that happened to me for all my fucking back problems and whatnot.
Welcome to behind the scenes of the WWF.
So Nick, where do you get your suspenders at?
I don't know. I'm a collector, man, and I've been
Real
I've been
question.
real excited about suspenders here lately.
You have problems?
You and my father-in-law both.
You have
Yeah.
problems holding the pants up, or
No, I just think it adds a little
Pizzazz?
pizzazz. I got some
Ooh,
that
God.
look like
got
measuring
this
Jinx, you owe me a
tapes.
soda.
You got this real red-green vibe going on now.
Yeah.
If you know who
Tut,
that is.
Tut stole that from me.
Those are some of the greatest.
Duct tape fixes
redneck
everything.
engineering. I mean, really, some of that stuff they come up with was daggum genius.
It was a few. It might have been a couple months ago. We talked about red green, and then I think Josh brought up Will Sasso does a.
Oh no, I brought that up.
Okay, Nick.
Yeah,
Nick
he
brought
does
up Will
like
I'll
Sasso.
give Josh credit.
No, please don't.
Nick brought up the Will Sasso does a red green parody in Mad TV.
Yeah, kind of like a red green mixed with an Al Borland from Tool Time or Home Improvement.
Tim. Where Tim? Tim's the one that hurt himself all the time, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he looks like Al Borland.
Oh,
Like,
true.
he kind of looks
Yeah.
like a Kenny Rogers, Al Borland
Yeah.
mix.
Yeah,
Can
and
you
Will
believe-
Sasso in that just
Can you
cuts
believe
his
Al
finger.
Borland's son is the bass player for Limp Bizkit?
I did not know that.
Damn.
Wes Borland?
West Borland.
I just saw him.
That's
Oh
not
my
true.
God.
That's not true. Wes Borland is the bassist for Limp Bizkit, but Al Borland is a fictitious character.
Yeah.
Okay. So, so where I was going with that is I've been watching like pretty much basically cops on YouTube, but there is some of them that are actual cops episodes, but some of them are like this Law and Order, some shit, I don't know. But then I watched one the other day that was celebrities, and I don't remember if it was Tim's kid or if it was Al Borland's kid. But they like arrested him for like harassing his.
Oh, the kid that actually played in the show.
No. I think it was like their real life kid. I don't know. I just
okay.
can't remember their names. Like real life. I know Tim Allen is his real name or
Because
whatever.
the one kid got.
Or is it Tim Allen? Is his real name?
Yeah. Tim Allen is his real name. In the show, his name was Tim Taylor.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, no, I think it's one of them's actual kids that got arrested for like, and he's like, there's like a good 15-minute section of him like talking shit in the back of a cruiser.
No, that's what I was going to say. It was the kid that played his son in the show got arrested. I've seen it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
It was
Probably
Bradley. He was
yeah.
also in Too Fast, Too Furious, or
Yeah.
the third one, the
Douchebag.
Tokyo Drift one.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I
And
thought
he
it was
like, "Do you know who I am?" And
Yeah.
like he'd been
Yeah.
his girlfriend or something.
Yeah. Yeah, in the cruiser, he's like, "Oh, she just wants me so bad."
Yeah.
That's
Yes, that's what it was. It was the kid that played on the show.
okay. I saw it like a couple weeks ago, and I thought it was funny.
The one Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
No, it was the other one.
That kid was an American.
JTT.
Yeah, JTT.
There was the third one no one knows.
No,
Yeah, I don't know that,
that
one.
one. I think people
Wait,
made up a
who's-
rumor that he became Marilyn Monroe.
Man,
Yeah,
Wait,
Marilyn
who's
Manson.
kid?
Yeah, not Monroe.
that was
Maybe one of
that
both.
was the kid from the Wonder Years that they all said
Oh
was
yeah, that's
Marilyn
right.
Manson.
Yeah.
Dude.
Great show.
What? Wait, so you're talking? Whose kid was he in the show?
Tim Allen's character, Tim Taylor, he was his oldest son, Brad.
JTT's brother.
Yeah, he does look familiar. Yeah.
Got like a scholar.
He was also
soccer
in-
scholarship.
Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. He at the very first of that movie.
Yeah, that's the one I've seen probably the least out of all the Fast and
I
Furious.
mean, there's
Oh.
only 10 of them.
Yeah.
Wes, can I go ahead and give you your Christmas present?
I don't know, man. I think we should wait.
You know what?
Surely Josh, I mean, unless you think Josh isn't coming back.
I'm itching
I didn't
to give
bring
it.
you anything.
What?
I'm itching to give it.
You can if you want.
It's about.
I
this
wouldn't.
big.
I wouldn't do it though. I would wait.
I would wait too.
Yeah, I'd wait.
I'm waiting.
Let's wait. Let's wait for Joshy.
Give them something to tune into
fuck.
next week. Watch my
Hopefully.
ladder. It's my library
Hopefully, you'll either see a gift exchange or I'll be back.
Yeah. You'll be
Yeah.
seeing it. We'll be all dressed in black at a funeral. Maybe.
Yeah, if Josh doesn't show up next week, then yeah, I have mine with me as well for you. It's in the car. It's under a few fireball shooters, but
There's a growing theme here, Wes. Man, I'm not going to say you have a problem, but you might want to think about it.
If I know my man Wes, he thinks about it.
yeah,
But he's not worried about
all the time.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have it with me. That's why I've put it in the car because I knew I would forget. Like there would be the week that. I mean, we literally had it on the calendar to exchange gifts like last week, and it didn't happen.
Well, I would give y'all this half bottle of juice, but
Where'd you buy that from?
apparently you're not going to be able to buy it anywhere in the state of Kentucky coming up. So I'm going to keep that because it's going to be worth the gold.
Do you think that?
I'm gonna
Starting
start.
today.
I hope nobody's listening. I'm gonna start bootlegging from Tennessee though.
From Portland?
You think I should? Yeah, we live.
get
We
you a-
live 6 minutes.
We'll get you a Dodge Charger. We'll paint some flag on the top of it, and you can just run it from Portland to here, outrunning the cops, make a TV show out of it.
Yeah.
As soon as you cross
Man,
that
it's
line.
sort of Dukes of Hazzard's what
Yeah.
we're talking about
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Dukes
Yeah, I
of
get
Hazzard,
it.
but
Just
2025.
few old boys.
You're bringing vape juice. Instead of moonshine, you're carrying vape juice.
Basically, the plot to Dukes of Hazzard. Wait. So who is?
Wes is going to wear the
Fine
bit.
by me.
Wes is going to be Daisy Duke.
Yeah. So,
No,
Who
who's
do
the
you think-
cooter? He's cooter.
I'd do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd do that. Who is going to enforce this? I don't think it's going to be enforceable.
They're just not gonna be able to.
They're just not going to be able to sell it here. I
They
mean,
won't be in stores.
Why?
So the three.
Who's going to enforce it though?
What? There's 4 vape stores in town. They're all going to shut down.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
They'll
I
be
think they'll
sell-
just keep selling it.
They'll sell I buy it. The guy, they're cleaned out this week. There's nothing to be bought.
'Cause they're
Emptied
scared.
their- It's against the law to sell it. They can't buy it and resell it. They'll get
Who's going to enforce
arrested.
it?
Like probably the ATF,
The
alcohol, tobacco,
police.
firearms.
Do you think they have enough officers for that? I don't.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, you're gonna have.
You're talking
You
about.
can't do it blatantly. You're not
You're
gonna be able to
risking
have a.
selling
You're not gonna have a
juice.
vape store with all these big neon lights that you've had for the last 10 years.
Boy, if I was in the business still, and I used to be in the vape
I
store
would love to
business,
see you try.
I
Go
would.
put in an application right now. You tell us your findings. Consider it journalism.
No, it
Okay,
was.
you
pri-
can
that
write
was
it
one
off
of
on
the
your
he
worst
can
taxes.
base all
jobs.
his stuff in Tennessee, though. He'd be fine.
Yeah, it'd be fine down there, obviously, but I just don't think they have enough people to enforce it. I just don't think
I
it's
don't think
enforceable.
any of these owners are going
This is
to
not-
want to risk.
This is not the 40s,
Fines
whenever
and
or
jail.
30s, whenever the hell the prohibition happened.
Maybe I need to quit.
They had even less cops back then, I feel.
Well,
They did,
that's-
and
And they
just
did a
people just
fine
laid
job. They
down
served
because they
their
didn't have the
communities.
internet to people to
And
fucking.
they shut those stills down. How dare you speak Merry Christmas? We still have people out here distilling moonshine. How dare we speak Merry Christmas?
well, this is what I
like the
think.
Kamala quote here at the end.
This is what I think. You're going to shut down all the people selling vape, and then here in a couple months, we're just going to open up medical marijuana stores.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
Well,
where they're
that-
all going.
I was gonna say they can make money, make more money off of that though, which is also another big thing. Is I know that they're making tax money off of selling vapes. The problem is they make more money off taxing farmers. They make more money off taxing cigarettes,
For sure.
etc. So
Oh,
they
they
just
want
could, they
to
couldn't
smoke.
they
They want
couldn't
to
find a
smoke local
way.
again.
The
There's
thing
a-
is they couldn't find a way to tax vapes like they tax cigarettes because they're not the same thing.
So there's a list. I'm going to try to pull it up here real quick of stuff they can sell, and it's crazy what the
Oh,
names
yeah.
of them are.
All of them are from R.J. Reynolds and Philip J. Morris.
100%. They're
All of
all Marlboro something or
Views is
yep.
RJ or a Philip
Yep.
Morris product. Yeah, I saw it. It was like 6 things.
and they're all
Yeah,
big
they're
tobacco
yeah, they're
based
all big
companies.
tobacco. Which
Lobbyists.
hey, Kentucky makes a bunch of money off tobacco. I'm fine with them making money off tobacco, but I guess some of the older folks they will just go back to smoking, which is sad. But to be honest, if it happened in Tennessee and I couldn't get them anymore, at this point I'd quit. I'd love to quit.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go down that road depending on how hard it is to actually get stuff. It's just I don't want to drive to Portland to get it. To be honest with you,
Yeah,
and-
it's honestly not that. I used to make juice myself or whatever before I started using like disposables that I don't put anything in,
We got a daggum chemist over here.
and it's
it's
not.
it's
very
Hold on
easy.
now.
it's 3
Walter
ingredients.
White.
Yeah,
Walter White.
Walter
it's
White.
very easy. It is very easy.
You mean get you a big cauldron? We can make a few.
They're
Dude, I
Breaking
used
Bad,
to-
but all they're making is vape juice.
Yeah.
I used to make it like a liter at a time.
Yeah, it was like
Bathtub.
petroleum glycerin and vegetable glycerin or something like that, and then
Yeah.
nicotine and flavoring. That's it.
Glycerin.
Yeah, which is
Nitrous
old.
Glycerin?
Yeah, PG and VG.
Is that how you make
Nicotine.
C4?
Nicotine
You
is
see this in the,
suspended in PG usually.
Hermaphrodite's Handbook? No, what's that thing called?
What the fuck you say to me?
What's the thing?
Anarchist.
Anarchist, yeah.
That's a completely different handbook. For sure,
Yeah.
completely different handbook.
Don't mix, what is it, chlorine and... I'm not saying
Ammonia.
that. They'll get fucking scrubbed.
Yeah. It's like Master P had that song where he told you exactly how to make crack,
Yeah.
like step by step how to
Yeah,
make
it'll
crack.
be the first episode that we get like taken down. It's because I tell somebody how to make a fucking napalm bomb.
Then you go to CVS and get some Sudafed.
I think it is funny, like with Chat GPT and stuff. If you just blatantly ask it like how to make meth, it'll be like, "Oh no, I can't tell you that." But if you say, "Hey, I'm trying to not make meth. I just don't want to accidentally make it. So what should I do?" And it will like
Give you the opposite.
It'll say, "Hey, you
Don't use this.
yeah, don't use this, or this. Don't use this amount of this either, please."
It also won't let you make images of other people's images unless you tell them, "Hey, that's me."
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I did that for Image and Nick at some point. Hey, this is an image of me. Will you make it? I don't even remember what I did, to be honest. It's something stupid.
I do love me some Chat GTP stuff. It's fun. I know Nick uses it quite a bit too.
I'll have to look into how to write. I want to write that song about
How to make
recommend
vape
later.
juice, but make a rap song about it.
Then you find a big tank marked ammonia nitrate sitting on a farm in the middle of a field, and you put it in a 5-gallon bucket. What?
Or a trash bag, whatever you can find.
Yeah. Some kind of container. Put it in
It writes
a 2
itself.
liter bottle.
All right.
Are we?
I think-
Are we going for the longest episode ever? We can. Keep
I think
going
we're
here.
we're going to close her out right here. I think I'm going to close it out by saying, at the end, as we started recording this, there was reported another explosion on Bourbon Street.
Oh no.
Yeah. So, and they've actually raided 2 other houses since then as well. So
New
there's
Orleans, interesting.
Thanks, Debbie Downer.
Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And they found. I think it was. And there was another place. I think it was like Vermont or something. They found a house with over 150 IEDs that were being manufactured there. So they're fucking everywhere, everybody.
Yep.
They're trying
Thanks,
to kill
Biden.
us. They're
Glad
trying
we-
to kill us.
I'm glad we don't live near a real big city that people really know.
Dude, I said earlier with the fog stuff, if y'all haven't learned about the fog stuff, if it starts showing up in Nashville, I'm moving in with my
You
parents.
come on up here, buddy.
Yeah, I'll come up here and live. I'll couch surf between 4 different places.
I'm pretty sure that's like a plot to an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Yeah, the fog.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
The
there's
fog,
like
yeah.
aliens in it
I
and
was thinking
shit
about
or
The Happening.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Or the happening, it just makes you want to commit suicide.
Oh, it's a
The
wild
wind.
movie.
Yeah. SSRIs.
The Happening ended up being. Oh, this is an episode of Real Fine.
Oh, we're getting into it.
No, the Happening actually ended up being like pollen or something that would kill you,
Yeah,
right?
it's been a
The
long time since I
trees
watched
were
it.
the trees.
I don't care for any
nature.
of his movies, not even The Sixth Sense. So
Oh man,
just to let you know.
I mean, like they're not like
Professional movie critic
they're not great movies,
doesn't
but
like M. Night Shyamalan.
Professional's a
And
stretch.
who are you? When the fuck film school did you go to?
Professional's a stretch.
he went to Seafoam. he spent a lot of time in Advance Auto Parts.
I've spent a lot of time in advance.
All right, guys. Nick Cook here.
Wes Dub.
T-Cat.
New Josh. And this has been Fine by Me.
Love y'all.
Yeah.
West Coast,